What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants. I'm your host, Michael Abernathy, and welcome back to the show predicated on the journey of life and business. So, guys, real quick, I want to talk about no outs, and this is something that is so important just in general in life, because when you are planning to do something in your life, when you're making a plan, or when you are trying to create a new habit, or when, let's just say, you're trying to be disciplined, just like getting up early in the morning to go to the gym, anything like that, right? We often already set ourselves up for failure because we will give ourselves an out. We will create a plan B that will be a fallback or like a fail safe that we'll fall back on just in case we don't do it, okay? And let me give you an example of this. So the thought is, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m., but just in case I don't get up, I'm going to set another alarm for 6. And it's okay if I get up at 6 because that's more than enough time to get ready for work and start my day. And I'll keep working towards 5 a.m. if I don't get up then. At least I'm up at 6. And what has happened is I've now created a plan to actually fail. And now here's the crazy things about plans. Once you start making plans, it is very easy to accomplish, especially when it takes no discipline to accomplish them. It doesn't take discipline to get out of bed at 5. It takes discipline to get out of bed at 5. It does not take discipline to get out of bed at 6 a.m. And so by default, what do you think that we're naturally going to accomplish? We're going to naturally get up at 6, and then we don't hit our goal of 5. Now, what happens after this, and what tends to happen after this, is a chain reaction of events and sequences throughout the day, which then sets off a chain reaction of events and sequences throughout the next day, and then the week, then the month, and then the year. It's called the butterfly effect, and it's a theory and a belief set that when a butterfly flaps its wings in Japan, that one small change in the atmosphere and in the air then creates a chain reaction that turns into a tornado or a hurricane somewhere over in the U.S., all the way across the ocean. That's what happens. And so I didn't get up, right? And let me explain this, going back to the example I gave about getting up at 5. So 2 main things that immediately happened was I just made a plan to fail, and what I planned for, I will actually do. So instead of actually waking up at 5, we got up at 6. And then the second thing that happened is that chain reaction that I mentioned earlier, the unintended consequences. Because now what's happened is I've lied to myself because I said I'd get up at 5, and I automatically start my day off with a loss instead of a win. And here's the thing. When you say you're going to do something, you believe yourself. And then when you don't do it, you actually end up lying to yourself. See, most of us think that we only lie to other people, but we actually lie to ourselves often. And this is why doing small things in the beginning of the day, such as making your bed or just going to the gym and walking for 20 minutes, the reason why that's so powerful and changing is because you did what you said you were going to do. So confidence goes up, right? And trust goes up. And experience goes up, and winning goes up. And then every single one of these things begins adding up in a culmination of events throughout the day. And it begins actually producing wins further down. And so if you think about this, when we make plans to fail, or when we have fail safes, it sets us up for failure, and then we do that. And it's interesting, the things that you actually accomplish in your life, you believe are non-negotiable. You believe that they're non-negotiable. You believe you need a job to pay bills, and so you show up for work every day, whether you want to or whether you don't want to, because it's a non-negotiable. But the things in your life that you don't believe are non-negotiables, you actually set yourself up for failure to do, and then you don't see the purpose and the reason behind them. And then what happens is we will accumulate small losses throughout the day, which turn into a major loss. And then you talk about having to fight off discouragement or fight off frustration or fight off all these other feelings versus starting off the day with a win, because we plan to win, because winning is planned, at least for yourself personally. And then those small wins accumulate for a major win later down the road. And so that being said, guys, no outs. Well, I'm out of time, guys, so I'll catch you later. Peace.